Hi, Stan. This is Lisa. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. I was just reading your website and watching your videos, and I'm very impressed. This is a very cool side thing you have going on. Like I said in my email, I would love to know how you found me. It's always good to know how people are finding you, and what channel and platform that brought you to me. So I'll go through and address some of the questions you have through this video and kind of show you your back end analytics. It's an analytics software system where I can see any website in the system and see why they're number one, or what's going on, what kind of traffic they're getting, so on and so forth. So I'll kind of dive right in. So like you said, you like your layout, you like your colors. I do too. It's everything's working correctly. NitroPack is very good too. So your site speed is really good. So I ran it through my system and you have an A. So everything looks good on that end. So that's great news. In terms of your other questions about having one editor, it really doesn't matter, to be honest. So that's why the first thing I checked was the speed, because that would be what would be affected, right? Or there'd be some kind of glitch, or would be some type of slowness to your loading. But everything is running correctly and really quickly. So that's really not a concern. But SEO, site speed does affect SEO. So you're completely right, but everything looks fine in terms of speed. In terms of redesign, so design is, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So what I think looks good, it will be different from what another person looks good. So I personally like the colors. The only thing I would I don't know. It's basic is what I'm saying. You don't want a crazy website, but there are a lot more layouts that could be more eye-catching and more up to date, right? So, but again, I would have to get to know you and what you think looks good, right? Because this is your brand, this is your business or your side business. So this is about you and not me. But the first thing I do want to address is, what is your goal for your website? Because SEO is great, right? It works well when you're ranking for certain keywords, but what is your goal? Do you want to, have a huge following on Instagram? Do you want to have a huge following on Facebook? Do you want, thousands of people to buy your book, right? So it depends on what your goals are in terms of what your website is trying to do for you and your business. So if it's to get more people to buy your book, now then your marketing should be more towards, having ads. So Facebook ads, Instagram ads, affiliate sites ads. Speaking to your target audience. So then you have to think, who's your target audience? Is it men between 25 and 55? Is it women? I know laymen, right? So people that aren't experts. But what gender, what kind of people are targeting? People near you? Are you targeting people nationally? These are all questions you have to answer. I can help guide you, but you need to have your customer avatar or your ideal customer. If selling books is your number one priority with your site. So yeah, there are a lot of other questions to figure out, like, is the SEO working? Now, I can tell you from a technical standpoint that your site is fine, it's working fine, it's quick. I can check if your images are saved correctly. I mean, that your images should be saved as keywords, right? So keywords are just what are people typing into Google to find you. So 6 tips on how to handle gossip. Okay, that's great. So that was done correctly. So now I'll show you what your backend analytics are, okay? So this is what your backend analytics look like. So you actually have a lot of backlinks. So 14,000, that's really good. So this is definitely something you've been working on, that takes time to accumulate. You have 717 referring domains, so that's quite a bit as well. The credibility and the quality of these are pretty good. 50 and 42, pretty good. That's very good. You want this to be a 1-to-1 ratio as close as possible. But now, this helps rank your site, meaning it gives you power and credibility, meaning Google views you as an expert, and you have all these credibility factors because of all these backlinks, right? So you have a lot of power to your website. But if you don't have the correct keywords and the power, you're not going to get the traffic that you want. So 157, so, it depends on each industry. So I work with, contractors, and like med spas, that kind of thing, that really utilize Google on a daily basis. They rely on Google to have their business, and it's a full-time business, right? So I'm not quite sure about books and anxiety and how that industry is doing online. But normally, if you have 157 people as coming to your website a month, you're probably closing, 10% of those are going to be paying people, right? So technically, 10% of 157, that's 15 people buying your book per se, right? So, but again, I don't know your niche. I don't know the industry of books, and so again, each industry is slightly different. So I can see your keywords that you're ranking for. So right now, so managing fear is a keyword people put into Google. 200 people search this a month. You get 18 people get led to your site, and you're in position 4 on Google. So you're on the first page. You're obviously your name, 40 people search that a month, you're number 1. How to deal with fame, 400 people search that a month, you're number 10. You're in position 8. How to get rid of fearful thoughts, 60 people search that a month, you're number 2. So you get 10 people. So these are the keywords that people are putting into Google and finding your site and kind of clicking on it. Now, again, this all goes back to what kind of traffic are you looking for? What kind of keywords do you want to rank for? Do you want to rank for layman or anxiety, managing fear in Pittsburgh, right, where you're located, right? Because so it all depends on what you want to rank for. So I think that you would have to let me know who's your number 1 competitor, right, in your space, because then I can see what he's doing and how much traffic he's getting per month, if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for people to buy your book, I can also see what your number 1 competitor is doing in terms of ads. Are they running ads? Are they running Facebook ads? Are they doing Instagram ads? Are they doing Google ads? I can see that as well. So in terms of your site, like I said, it's really fast. It has an A, I think the site could use some revamping or updating to make it use it just a more engaging design. I would say more engaging. I think that it's working fine, but it can be updated. There's a lot of cool things you can do with your website that can attract more clients, or have more clients be more apt to buy your book. Or you do have good calls to accident, order the book, request your copy, check out my blog, that kind of thing. But there's some things that you should add in terms of converting leads, or converting people that see your website into actually buying your book. So the first thing is having a live chat box on your right bottom hand corner. So that can be linked to your email, so people can ask you questions and feel like you're available to answer any questions. I also recommend you recording a separate video explaining, basically putting a video either here or here, like you're talking to a potential customer, a potential person that has anxiety. So basically you're speaking to them. People will be you're basically trying to build rapport with that person through the internet. Because yes, this helps. The fact that you have, this video down here, that's helpful, but that's just a recording of you. You're not speaking to a person interested in your content. You're speaking to an interviewer on the news. So that gives you credibility. But if you want more followers or want more customers buying your book, you definitely have to have some type of video here to help talk to them like you're speaking to them in person. And it doesn't have to be super long, but something engaging. So I also recommend that. Having obviously all your platforms here, it's very good. Awards, contact, everything is great with that. Um, Testimonials. If you have a person that is willing to do a live testimonial, like a video, that those always work the best, since people, they know it's real, they know it's a real testimonial, and you can really get people through that avenue as well. So those are just some things that you can add to your website. But like I said, everything is based on your goals, and what keywords you want to rank for. Who's your ideal customer? What cities, states, are you targeting? So these are all questions, because SEO it's not going to work if you don't have that foundation and the research done beforehand, right? So knowing your number one competitor, what are they doing that you're not doing? How can you stand out? That's how you really get ahead of your competition, and that's how you gain more profits or more people buying your book, right? So I hope this makes sense. Let me know if you have any answers to those questions, or if you have any, clarification or feedback, okay? So I hope this was helpful to you, and I look forward to speaking with you. Bye-bye.